Welcome back, everyone. It is February 16th, 2022, and this begins the live session of the Nasdaq 100 trading. So I will get started in just a moment and see what's shaking in the markets today. It's a very choppy day today. Lackluster with news, not a lot moving the market. People thought the Ukraine news would actually move the market, and there's really nothing moving the market today except noise. And we are down over 200 points, over almost 1.5%. Let's dive right into the composition report here. The Nasdaq daily did show a little bit of a sell-off to the downside, as evidenced by the filter here. Now the filter went up. We had a little bit of move to the upside. Now we're retesting those 410 levels, which we just did right now as I'm speaking. Long-term wise, the trade is kind of fizzling. It is kind of fizzling out right here. Institutional flow did lower their positions as of last Thursday in the Nasdaq, as evident by the COT report here. So we are in term. We are on an uptrend. All right, short term we are on an uptrend right here, and so I expect to see some type of pullback in the coming days, slightly above the 410 again, maybe to test this level right here, right around the 1550 level. Okay, so that's what we're seeing from the 1 minute. I'm sorry, from the daily chart right here. Sorry about that, guys. I had a little trouble here with my chart. TradeStation spec been acting kind of weird, kind of goofy, to be honest with you. So that's where we're at right here. All right, we still have a long signal on that algo that we've got here on the daily. So very likely that this will run up again short term. Long term, it's not looking like it's showing a very good promise. So right now the market is selling off again. And let's just dive right into it, guys. Right now on the 5 minute, we still have more downside pressure on the bar that we're currently in, right until this algo actually crosses. Once it intersects, this trade will be most likely over. On the live side, right here, this just caught the downside movement nicely right here. This caught it over here. And it looks like we still have more continued downside to go on that move. In the overnight caught the nice downside, really nice. Little pop to the upside, but now it reverted, and we'll see where this ends up going relatively soon. On the AI front, boom, just got stopped out right there on that. All right. That's the strategy, just stopping out. I do have a long signal here, a long signal here. However, my filters here, which confirm the quality of the signal right here, are all facing down. These are facing down right now, and so I would not be looking to take any long trades right now at all. I'm actually just on the sidelines right now. I'm not in anything. I did take a short this morning that proved to be very profitable, and right now I am just sitting, waiting to see how this shakes out. Same thing with this right here. We're kind of in that demand zone right here. If it breaks below the 381, then this is probably going to continue its march down. So that's where I'm at with that right there. Let's see what else. Yeah. On the Fibonacci side, for you guys who enjoy looking at Fibonacci's, got the short signal here. This strategy is the same one that I've got right here. So on the Fibonacci side, we just were below that 50% mark going right down to 381 right here. So that's where we're at on that. And then on the auto fibs, I've got these auto fibs. I'm testing them out right now. This isn't something that I have yet to incorporate, but I am testing these out. And so, you know, you can see where the different levels are at. This is based on a 12-day look back period. And so I am still testing these out, but these actually adjust automatically versus me having to adjust these manually over here. So that's kind of neat. This overnight algo caught the downside nicely. From 3:45 in the morning, it's been going down all the way. So it kind of tells you that the bias is towards the downside right here. Volatility is going up, price is moving down, and so this has not yet closed the downward trend. So this just flagged a short signal here. This has actually been quite nice as far as the signals that it's generated today. So yeah, you do have a nice short going on right here, right now. And this all happened just now as I just went live. And don't have anything here today. No signals on this. I actually put a strategy that worked out, you know, that I've been testing that's worked out really good on this 10-minute market volatility chart that I created. And on the overnight for the ES, this is where we're at right now. We still have an open buy signal, and that has not closed. It'll probably be a scratch, and I am still testing this as well, right there. Nothing on the market instability side except that when you get these long spikes the way you're seeing them right now, there is a high probability that you know, the price will slinky back up on the ES right there. So if this closes out with this bar being above the 6th level, there's a very high probability that this is just going to, you know, go right back up. This is indicating that there is instability in the market right now in the ES with this move. And like I said, chances are it will slinky back up right there. As far as the fibs, I did put some fibs on the ES, and it's just been range bound right there, you know, right around the 61.8 line. And so yeah, if it retraces down to 50, I'd be very surprised, because that's a big move right there. So that's what I've got right now for you guys, and I am going to be looking at this chart here for potential entry. Potential entry to the downside. Hey guys, I didn't see the comments. I was just focused on the charts. So, hey Sonny, welcome back, and welcome back everyone else. Shield Security. Where do you anticipate price reversal? Well, we just got a signal here to go short, so it's hard to say. I really don't work off the Fibonacci levels, so it's hard to say where price is actually going to reverse from this downward move right now. So we've got a very nice short signal right here. We've got another one right here. And I am looking to take a short position on this pretty soon. And the reason I am looking to take a short is because this filter is actually going down in conjunction with the signal I got. So let me just take a peek at the 30-minute. Yeah, we did get a signal in the 30-minute as well. So this does look like it's going to continue moving. Yeah, and I also got a short signal to the downside in the 1 hour as well. So both the 1 hour and 30-minute both support the short position. So this could be a prolonged short. Right now, however, it is oscillating to the upside. Remember, I just told you, as soon as I got on, I said, as soon as this thing crosses right here, you're going to see a move back to the upside, and that's what you're looking at right here. Boom. It hit that 61. Let me see. What is that line right there? I think it's the 61 something line on the Fibonacci. It's this one right here. 61.8 right there. So it hit the 61.8 and now it's just retracing a little bit. It may even go back up to the point of control. It's hard to say, but this caught it right here. Caught the move perfectly. Look at that. Boom. Done. Over with. So it doesn't mean the trade's over. It just means that on the 5-minute, it does this. It'll stop, it'll revert, and then it may come down. You know that, but this does not imply that the trade is over unless it's after 3 p.m. in the afternoon and you've had a really, really aggressive sell-off or run-up, and then you get a crossing like that, then I'd call it over. But right now, this will just move against price right now for just a little bit while this kind of oscillates the other way. So and I'm just going to leave this screen up simply because, we're seeing the price just kind of move back a little bit, and I want to see where this goes. Sorry about that. So I was out a couple of days, guys. I needed a break, and I had some business dealings I had to deal with Monday and Tuesday that required my presence. So, I ended up taking Monday, Tuesday off to attend to those dealings. So, all good. I'm back. It's good to be back. All right, now it's going into consolidation mode, which is part of the reason that you don't chase after trades of this type. So if you're chasing a trade like this, this is bound to happen. If you don't have a filter of this type and whatever it is you're looking at on your screen, if you don't have something like this, it's very easy to get suckered into this trade with FOMO. A lot of people get FOMO and they're like, oh my goodness, I'm going to miss out on this drawdown here, right? And they start chasing the trade only to see this happen right here. And then they get crushed or stopped out and they lose money a lot sometimes. So when you have something like this, you know that you're very close to the end. As soon as it crosses, that's it. That's the end. Temporarily. It's the end temporarily. Doesn't mean it's the end permanently. It just means that right now it retraced and this thing just kind of kinks back, then chances are it'll come down. Right now, I do have a bias for the downside. So any trades that I choose to take are going to be for the downside. Actually, right now, this wouldn't be a bad entry right now. Provided it gets out of consolidation. I don't want to see it there. I just hopefully just want to see it turn around a little bit more. So it can continue its downward trajectory. If it does that, then great. I'll take a short. If it doesn't, then I'll just sit in the sidelines, waiting for it. And this is nice. This is nice to see right here. Did I miss something here? Yeah, this is going to continue just going up a little bit more right here. Boom. Just a little bit more. When you get a crossing here, then chances are it'll just roll back again. Let's take a look at the Fibonacci, since everyone loves Fibonacci's right here. We're right between the 50% mark and my mark right here. And this area of demand. And you're just in a tight zone right here. Jeez. This thing started a trend, and it is still trending right now to the downside, but the downside's looking to fizzle out right here on the range bars. Look at that, boom, right there. So if you're thinking of taking a short right now, this might not be a good time. It's better to wait just a little bit, in my humble opinion. And this is just being tested out right now. And where was I at? Oh yeah, we did get a short signal here. Finally we got a buy signal here. Wow, look at that. From this long short, we got a buy signal right here. Look at that. Interesting. That's interesting. This is experimental right here. So I like watching them, but I haven't yet incorporated them into the workspace. I may do this one, but I will see. Market instability. Let's see here. What happened with that? Nothing happened. No bars. We're long enough. But on the ES, look what happened. Exactly what I told you would happen. This thing went above the 6 mark, and boom, slinkied back up right there. Look at that. Boom, price just went back up. Always happens. Always happens when you see this right here. Still don't have any signals on this. And normally I'll get a signal. I'll get a signal up here, right here. So I got a strategy running with it right there. But there is no crossing here, you know, with the current market position that we're in. And unless I actually get a crossing, according to the strategy rules, then I'm not going to get a signal on this. The last couple of days that I've been watching this have been very rewarding, but right now there is no setup on this whatsoever, except that I'm using the instability spikes right here to determine when there's going to be minor pullbacks, just like we saw right here. Boom. Dang it. Right there. And then boom, price went up. All right, not a lot, but still. Let me take a quick look at my fibs for the ES. I've been testing these as well. Here we go. So you got the 61.8 mark right here. I seriously doubt the ES is going to crater all the way to 43.99. That would be a huge drop. Most likely it's probably just going to go up right here to the 61.8 mark. And that's my opinion just based on where this has been trading. Look at this. Hit the 61.8, came down, and chances are it may go back up, right? I still have a buy signal on this, and I'll take that buy signal. Even though this is experimental, I do trust my own strategies. I will take this buy signal if there's phase shift and I get a reversal on this to the upside, both of these bad boys right here. Do you take that short to the short side?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm still short.
You're still short? Okay. I'm going to wait for the top of the hour and see what happens at 1 o'clock right now before I make any decisions. Yeah, the Nasdaq has a bipolar personality that, you know, it can drive you crazy at times. And yeah, it's very volatile as well. I mean, look at this movement right here. Just crazy spikes. Right here, you can see this huge wick, huge moves right here. So I'm sitting it out until 1 o'clock Eastern time right now, when we actually get to see a new bar change in this. And right now we are still in consolidation mode. And this thing is actually in consolidation, trending to the upside. Here you go, right there. See? It is moving to the upside. Probably going to hit the point of control right there at some point. So I'm being careful, guys, right now. This is a very choppy market, very cyclic. Look at this. Since 9 a.m., you had that nice little sell-off, and then it's just been cyclic. Whipsaw all the way through. A lot of areas of consolidation right here, as you can tell by the white candles. Right, so I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to go back to my overnight here because I want to see what happens with the next candle at 1 p.m. Also, guys, the reason I use these are primarily for directional bias in the market. If I wake up in the morning, I'm not up at 3:30 in the morning trading this stuff. But if I wake, ouch, this is so sensitive. If I wake up in the morning and this has been running since 3:30 a.m., it flagged the signal at 3:30 a.m. and it's going down. Then the bias, I know for a fact in the morning, especially, if I see phase shift here, it's going to be to the downside. So, come the open of the market right around here, I'm not looking to take long positions. I'm looking to take short positions. Okay, and this was a no-brainer right here. This was an easy trade to take this morning, and you could have made a whole bunch of money just going to the downside right there. That's it. And so I look at this for directional bias in the AM session. you know. And when I get confirmation with something like this, then it's pretty simple. It's a no-brainer, right? So we did get a long signal here. We do have a short signal here. We have a you know, some confusion, but if I see that, then I immediately just go to the upper time frame charts and confirm to see if we are going in one direction or another. But this alone right here is powerful. This is super, super powerful right here. I mean, this thing caught a move. I'll show you guys. That you know, that was about $4,400. So, you know, divide 4420 divided by 5 times 0.25. That tells you how many points you would have earned right here. One trade, one contract. So, of course, you know, that's just if you would have taken the trade from beginning to end. And no, you know, I'm not going to be up at 3:30 in the morning taking that. No way. I'll be sound asleep. Okay, we're almost there. 3 more minutes for bar change. This has done very good as well today. Let me just take a peek, just for kicks and grins. Okay, it's been 80% accurate over 5 trades. 80% accurate with a 15% profit factor, which is huge. It's not bad. It just had one bad trade, which was right here. All right, looks like it may be rolling over, and we got 2 minutes for, actually 1 minute for bar change. Let me just take a look here. And you see it's going a little bit down, and now it's, you know, finally just straightening up. But that, all that means is that there might be more to the upside right there, so you got to be careful. This is proving to be a very, very nice short, and it looks like it might be fizzling out right about there as well. So gotta be careful. There you go, right there. You got the signal. Got the signal right there to end that short trade, and this has been very accurate today. Right there. Oh, wow, interesting. Hold on. Got a buy signal on the 30. You just see the hour, as well as on the hour. Interesting. So this may end up going back the other way. Yep, might be going back the other way. Very nice. Let's see what's going on here. Looks like it's starting to shape up for a long position, and I still don't want to take a long position until I actually get out of here. If this actually goes above the 0 line, then okay, but until then, I'd be cautious. And I'd actually wait until I'd get on that long position. I'd actually wait until I get a closing signal on this bad boy right here as well. And this is a very short-term cyclic strategy, and it looks like it's going to probably be done in 2 more bars, maybe. But that long signal probably was premature. And you're in an area of a lot of noise, and you are still in consolidation as well. So I'd be very cautious in taking any long trade right now, especially when you're diving into this area of demand right there. Yeah. Yep. So this overnight seems to be working out really nice to the short side right there. I don't know about that. As far as a market instability goes, there we go. And nothing there yet on the ES. I think the ES, this may end up being a scratch right there. So, shoot. So I am going to take a short to the downside.
Trade.
1 contract only. Just broke out a consolidation to the downside right now. And this is still below the 0 line. And this has been going good so far, so I'll just leave it there. Let me just take a look at these fibs again. Yeah, I don't mind keeping it there. All right, guys, I'm long. I'm short. I hope I didn't say long. I'm short 1 contract. That's it. Hey, Ansel, welcome back, man. This strategy here today has been about 60% accurate. So still not bad. And I'll take my trade off as soon as I get a signal here. And we still have about 2 bars left based on the strategy right here. So once this actually crosses the 0 line plus 1 bar, you'll be done with that. So I'll just leave it there. Take a look at my auto fibs. Interesting. Interesting. This theme has to break down below 381 to actually gain momentum. I don't think it's going to hit this. Let's take a peek at the 5. We are in consolidation again. Dreaded area of consolidation. And we're still below the 0 line right there, which is okay. All right, we get bar change in 5 minutes. And again, this thing's, it looks like it's rolling over right now, just a little bit. This is going to be an area of noise, most likely, and I'm flat on this position right now. Everything in my chart above me looks red. Yeah, we are in that 1 o'clock hour. If I don't see any movement in this bar that we're about to get, I'm pretty much flat on that position I took right now. Most likely I'll just take it off and re-enter the trade once we actually start getting some momentum to the downside. So here's where I'm at right now on that. Last time I hit the zone, it just kind of slinkied back, just boom, did that, came back up to the 50. So, and that was with that short signal right there. Just went up, came down. So the only reason I've got some confidence in this is because, you know, I've got a short signal in the overnight right here as well. And we haven't had phase shift yet, so we'll see. We are in consolidation still right now, and Got 2 minutes. Actually 1 minute for bar change. Take a quick peek at that 5 minute and see where this is rotating at. Looks like it's gonna be rotating a little bit more to the upside, and let's see, got that right there, and I've got that right there as well. So I am let me see. Yeah, we're at the 50% consolidation mark. You know what? I'm gonna take this position off as a scratch. I'm down like a couple $100, but I'm gonna just get out of it because I don't trust it.
Trade.
Out of there later, guys. So down a couple $100 on that, about $280 on that trade. Just every time it hits this, you're gonna get absorption here in price, and it's going to move up, and I'm like, all right, well, maybe perhaps it has a chance, because I saw the overnight go down, and that doesn't mean it's not going to go down. That just means it may oscillate in the opposite direction, and I just don't want it to do that right now. My risk tolerance is really low today with this market just being so choppy. No setup right here at all. No setup, no nothing. This is just gonna be in chop zone. And guess what? Ha ha ha! Look at this. Just went above the zero line right there. So yeah, that right there invalidates that short that that was on the previous workspace. All right, guys, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Alrighty, I am back again. Very, very choppy day today. Extremely choppy. The market just seems to be going sideways. It's been going sideways for a while today already. So extra caution is warranted on days like today. Yeah, it has been choppy. I've been looking at the market. It has been choppy. I actually traded on, when was it? Valentine's Day, just for a little while in the afternoon. I jumped in, I got done. I said, all right, let me see if I can take some trades. And that ended up being a good hour or two session that I was in. I was not here the whole day though. And I did not broadcast Monday afternoon, but I got done with what I had to do. I said, all right, let me jump on the trade desk, put one trade on, and it ended up being a big winner on Monday. So, but beyond that, I was out the whole day yesterday. But I did watch the market afterwards, and yeah, it has been choppy. This is just ugly, right now. Silver Knight's still holding on to that short, so bias does seem to be to the upside right there. Got a long signal there, got a long signal there, and this AI algo filters out a lot of noise in the market. So if this ends up getting back to right around where the entry point could have been, and this goes above the zero line, then very, very good chance I'll go long on this if the stars line up, right? So it's got to get above that right there, right around right there. So we'll see. And that'll probably make its way back up to the 50% mark, and who knows, it may just, fall over again. Yeah, this is going. It's going. It is going. Look at that. Boom. Directional bias change to the upside. And we are still in consolidation right now. I have no signals here. Still in the upward momentum trajectory on the ES as well. This is experimental. And no signals here either. Yeah, but it looks like the ES is going to move. Look at this. Perfectly hit this bottom right here. And there's a very good likelihood the ES is going to move and go right back to that 61.8. You know what? I'll take a trade on the ES. I don't mind taking that trade right there. Let me see. I'll take a one contract trade on that.
Trade.
All right, so I just took a one contract trade at 44.35 on the ES based on this. I'll get out when it touches the 44.43 level at some point. Right here. I was looking at this right here. All right, this is give or take right around that zone too, guys. You know what? I don't mind taking a long trade on that either.
Trade.
All right, so that's going to be one contract as well. Days like this, I'll do one or two contracts, no more than three, but yeah. So I'm long the NQ, long the ES. This kind of retraced back to where I got the signal right there, so not bad. This may very well just hit that 50% mark right there that it did earlier. And we're also above the zero line right here too with this. So that gives me confidence as well. Looks like we also got phase shift on this too. Let's see. You can't see it there, but I could see it right here. Okay. Let's see how this works out. actually have a video on that Monday trade. I'll show you guys later once I get out of this trade. I screen captured that one trade I was in for just a brief moment in the afternoon session. And I'll display it later. All right, this is looking good on the 5-minute right here. Yeah, this is looking good too. Right here. Nice. Okay, good. And I am just interested to see nothing on these. These are all experimental right now. I'm just plotting them to look. And let's see what happens with this. Is that going to fizzle out anytime soon? Yeah, it is. It is. It caught the trade right here too. To the upside. I'll just blow this bad boy up right here. But I want to get it back on that fib thing right here that I've got. So I'm interested to see if this is going to smack that 50% mark or what it's going to do just for kicks. Hey, awesome Ranger Trader man, congrats. Congrats. Did you go? Did you take profits on that short this morning, right here? This was a very good trade. It was a no-brainer too. Also on the Discord group, guys, I'm not going to be posting screenshots of the day's activity, just simply because it's a lot of work. It's just honestly a lot of work, a lot of stuff I got to do. I'd rather just post the recap of what happened during the day, which is a 5-minute recap of the highlights of the trading day, right? Which strategies performed, how the market did, and just all summed up in 5 minutes flat. It's a lot easier for me. My work begins after the market closes because I need to spend several hours thereafter optimizing each of these strategies for next day use. So, I've been trying to create some efficiencies for myself, and, having to screenshot everything, post it up, and, comment on everything, just, it's too much effort. So, I think the 5-minute vids are a lot more effective, and they live forever as well on YouTube. So that's going to be the protocol moving forward. Unless there's something, of course, I really want to highlight and post up, then of course I'll take a screenshot and post it up. This is one report that you guys should be looking at every day right here. This, especially this filter, which has been dead accurate every single time the market's gone up and down. So this is something you definitely want to keep your eyes on. All right, so there we go. It is going up again, moved up, boom, exactly as I said. And here we go. This is where we caught the, we clipped the downside right here. Remember when I first started the session right here? And then it went up, came down a little bit, you know, and then here it is at the point of control. So I'm interested right now to see if this is going to smack that 50 and revert the same way it did right here, and then just kind of stay within this channel throughout the day, or what exactly is it going to do? Is it going to break above the 50 and continue going up? So this will be interesting to see. All right, we just got bar change right now, guys. No change there. No change in the overnight. No change anywhere there. This is still over the zero line right there. No change there. And we're back here. Let me see if I've got any signals here. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah. And that's on the ES right there. Yeah, so no signals at all. Wow, interesting. Okay. So I'll just leave this in the Fibonacci here because I'm interested to see what's going to happen.
I barely got it from the short
Mm-hmm.
with my head up
Oh, really?
on the ES, yeah.
Oh, on the ES. Okay.
Yeah, and the NQ I got it right with the signal, you know.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, because I noticed it fired along.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not along. The studies look good, but the last one we add, the volume, it's not there at all. It's flat.
Yeah, I know it's flat. That means you're gonna have a sideways bounce.
Yeah. And I want to defend my 2,000 profit.
That's good, girl. That's good. Yeah, it's a very choppy market today. Very, very chop. see the ES fibs. We're right there, right where we started on the ES. This has been a tight trading range today, right here. Alright guys, we're in this sideways pattern right now, and I'll put it here back in consolidation so you guys can actually see more detail on this, of what's going on right now in the market. It's just going sideways right here. Look at this. Went up a little bit, but this doesn't mean anything. It was still in an area of consolidation right there. And right there, you know, going down, going up, just chop. And we're also at the 50% mark. When stuff like this happens, there's not a lot of action. I just leave the screen here at the 5-minute until we're at a consolidation and we actually have directional bias as to which way the market's going to move. We're at the 50% level of consolidation, and we still have a little bit to go for the next bar change on the 15 minutes. So we're just going to leave it here, let this thing bounce around, do what it does. Trading is waiting. Guys, when you hear moments of silence like this, that just means that there is nothing happening in the market. It's like watching paint dry. So please forgive my silence. There's just not a lot to discuss when the market's just going sideways. So we just got a new bar here. It doesn't mean anything. It's just going to oscillate and more of the same. It's at the 50% mark right now. And see, how much am I up or down on this trade? Oh. Alrighty. And did we get phase shift on this? No, we did not. No, we did not. And let's see what happens with the check that out. Looks like this downside is just about to fizzle out in the next 20 minutes once we get that crossing on the 30. I don't think we got phase shift on this. Let's see. Oh, we're getting phase shift to the downside. All right, we need to be careful on this. Okay, 2 more minutes on this bar. no clarity whatsoever on this. All right, so we didn't get phase shift, and now it's just bouncing back up right there. Still there, but this is about to fizzle out in the next bar. This right here. It's going to fizzle out to the upside in the next bar with this. Nothing there, nothing there. Same old story, but it is fizzling out to the upside right there. Ah, you got, this was a winner. Funny. Boom, right there. Well, I am long, so may as well just keep that right there where it is. Also have a long signal here. Here we are on that ES trade. I'm speculating this thing's just going to run up because it has not closed the signal yet. So I will leave that there. I am still long the one contract of the NQ. But I am seeing weakness, honestly, to the upside on this right now. Yep. And I am just about flat on that position right there. So let me just take a peek at my range bars right now. It's got a little bit more puff left to the upside, little bit, but it's below the zero line. So this denotes a sideways moving security right now. And I'm just gonna wait and see what happens in the next bar because it's the top of the hour, 2 p.m. I do get new signals on my 30, so I want to see exactly where that goes. I'm trying to let this thing just work itself out right now. And I've got this other long right here. This is going to fizzle out. Next trade, this is going to be done. This is going to be over with right here. Yeah, it is weak, and it's just flat as you can get. It's just this whole trade right here, look, has been a little up, a little down, just not a lot of action. That's why I'm being extra precautious today in what I'm doing. Very precautious today. So I got to keep an eye on this. Absolutely no change there. No change here as well. And we are way down here in the gutter. So when you're down, there's only one way to go, up. But we have not had any type of change in volatility to warrant significant upside in this. I have a study over here that accounts for volatility and price. So the price volatility relationship. And this is a highly advanced study that tracks that type of movement right there. In fact, look, we just had this bottom out right there in the NQ right before the 2 o'clock hour. It just hit the bottom right there, as evident by this spike. And anytime that happens, there's a run up in price, as we're seeing right now happen. This is a really robust strategy, but it has not met the trading strategy parameters to give us a signal either up or down on this. Not today. It did yesterday. Same thing with this. This denotes a market that is going sideways right now. Now, volatility is measured by the red trace, and price is measured by the yellow trace. Okay, so volatility is red, price is yellow right here. And we've had no movement here at all. Nothing significant right here on that. Yeah, I'm hoping for a rebound to the upside as well, because I took a one contract long on this in the previous bar, and so I've just been bouncing around waiting for this thing to just pop up. Now volatility does seem to be coming down a little bit, which is a good sign when you want price to go up. And I'm just going to put it back over here because this caught the signal really, really nice as well. And and I'm hoping this thing will just go at least to the 50% mark right here, where it touched a little while ago. This was back at 11:15 in the morning, and then it just kind of went sideways, touched again, then rolled down. So if it hits the 50% mark right there with this type of choppy market, that might be a point where you might want to consider taking profits. Yes, today has been a very slow, aggravating afternoon. The morning was actually a no-brainer. It was a very simple trade to take. For you guys who made money in the morning, congrats. That was a simple trade to take, and excuse me, I illustrated why that was earlier. Sorry guys, I don't know what I was thinking. You can replay the video if you want to see why, but that was a good trade. This was a good trade in the morning, and now the afternoon has just been lackluster. Sometimes it happens that way in the PM session. All right, we're almost at the top of the hour, and I'm just going to wait to see what happens with bar change as it relates to the 30-minute time frame that I've got. So for you guys who aren't familiar with my 30-minute time frame chart, and let me just make a copy of the window, and I'll share it here just for illustration purposes. All right, I've got a strategy on the 30-minute that tracks it. It's really, really good. And so far today, this strategy alone on the 30-minute has been 85% accurate, 100% accurate every short trade it's taken, and 66% accurate on the long trades. So I monitor this carefully, and these filters I've got are actually really good filters to determine when the trade's going to fizzle. So I got a buy signal the previous half hour. That doesn't mean it's going to run up. That just means that momentum has exhausted itself to the downside, and the trend has changed structurally to the upside somewhat. It's not 100% accurate, but it is pretty accurate. And so I don't think anything out there is 100% accurate. But normally when you get these type of changes here, as denoted by the filters crossing, you normally have movement to the upside. However, this here detects the strength of the movement. If you notice this upside move right here, there was a gap between both traces, and it ended up being a very nice move. So did this downside move here. But this upside move right here, if you notice, the trace is flat. And that denotes areas of noise right there, which is why this is a very noisy trade. So that's part of the reason I am waiting to see what's going to happen right now as soon as I get a bar change to see whether or not this trade is really going to hold water or what it's going to do. Yeah, FOMC. Those are the results. Those are the results of like a few days ago that they're going to be sharing today, but it's not Fed speak today. And the market right now has been lackluster with news guys as well. People were hoping, I mean, you saw the relief rally yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before when they said that troops pulled away from the Ukraine border and the market got all happy? And it wasn't even confirmed news. It was just speculation. And the market just went crazy, you know? And now that they are confirming that that might not be the case, you know, the market's still now in jittery mode again. So very bipolar market today, and I'm flat right now on this. I'm looking at my P&L right above me. All right, let's see what happens. 3 more minutes. Yeah, I think the 2 p.m. today is just the release of the minutes for the January FOMC meeting. If I recall correctly, that's what I had read this morning. All right, guys, here we go. Last minute. All right, I think this is going to go to the downside, guys, right now, because the other filter I've got here is showing downward deviation on this, and I am not trusting this market right now. It's picking up. All right, I am flat, and I am going to exit this trade probably just because I do not. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Still above the 0 line. Okay, it didn't cross. Good. I'm looking at this right now. Good, it didn't cross below the 0 line. So I am still in that trade right now. I had seen it almost cross, and I thought, man, if this crosses below the 0 line, then this is going to go the other way. But no, it actually worked out. It worked out nice. Okay, good. So there's your Fed announcement right there. I'll just put this at the Fibonacci level again, right there. It's hitting that 50% mark, and it's just ripping, guys. Look at that. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, my one contract trade worked out. Okay. There we go, right there. Not bad. It's just a lot of noise. That's all it is. All right, guys. Time to see what's going to happen with this here. Let's see. Okay. It's just a bunch of noise. That's all it is. And let's see where the ES fibs are. You know what? On the ES, I am exiting that position on the ES right now. I think that's a good exit.
Trade.
Done. Out of there. On the ES, and for the NQ right there. You know what? Before this thing rolls over, keep my finger on the trigger right here.
Trade.
Okay, that's it. I'm done. I broke even on that. Wow, unreal. That was it. Ha! Wow, no way. Shit. I could have made $1,000 on this, and I broke even just because this thing just went all the way down. It's okay. That's trading volatility right there. I got out on my ES with a decent profit. I noticed here on the fibs that it had hit the 61.8, and I'm like, you know what? It's going to retrace. And sure enough, boom, it came back down. Look at that. I wasn't too sure on the NQ. That's why I hesitated a little bit, because I do have the buy signal right there. And I said to myself, maybe that's it. Ah, look, right there. It got you out. Got you out of the trade right there on that one. Done. That was it. Really interesting. Yeah. Very, very, very interesting. Yep. Yeah, I hesitated because I have the buy signal right there. And I said, all right, well, maybe it'll continue. But no, it just like came down, and that was the end. So done. Over with that. Not in the mood to lose money. So scratch on this. Made a few $100 on the ES. Not bad. The sudden spike is because of the FOMC minutes that were just announced for the month of January. So market participants reacted to it, and you had volatility. Boom, right there. Let me take a look at something real quick here, because I'm experimenting with this. Sorry, guys. I have to look at my volatility thing. Look at this. Wow. Huge spike. Huge spike. Normally, whenever you get a spike like this, the very next bar turns over the other way. So we'll see if that happens in this case. Interesting. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. And we might actually get a signal right here, both on the ES and on the, no, we still have a little bit of ways to go right there on that one, but we might, wrong one. Might get a signal there. So I am going to watch out for that. You know, I got to tell you, I think this is setting itself up for a nice short. And let me see, why is this doing that? Oh my goodness, 144. I think this is setting itself up for a short trade. That's my speculation on this. I'd have to wait to see if these cross right here. That and that right there as well. And yeah, this thing just like smack came down, and that was the end of it right there. All right. Just a bunch of volatility. My goodness, this is nuts. All right, I'll be right back in 2 minutes, guys. And yeah, could have made my money back right there, or I got it out with a better profit. I reacted and got out when this thing just went down right here. I'm like, oh, the hell with that. If this thing just tanks, jeez. You know, you never trade volatility. That's one of my rules. Don't trade volatility. So anyway, I'll be right back in 2 minutes. Alrighty guys, back here again. Yeah, this needs a phase shift to the downside. Wow. Right there. Yeehaw. Is this going to be over right there? Interesting to see right there. Pow. This looks like it may have continuation on the ES. I'm going to wait for this thing to retrace below the 61.8 and most likely take a long on that ES. Real interesting. Look what I had said, guys. As soon as you have a spike that large above the 6 threshold, the price comes down. Next bar over, it just like rolls down. So you know, you'll get this type of pullback very often every time you see these type of spikes. Same thing goes with the downside. You know, you see pullbacks in the opposite direction. So well, looks like the upside is materializing really well on a 30-minute right here. So I'm just going to take this out because I've got way too many workspaces going on right there. Ah, shoot. And I'm looking at the, nice. It did pull back. Good, good. I just pulled back more. You know, I will take that trade.
Trade.
All right, I'm long on the ES, one contract, and let's see, it's 2:15 in the afternoon. Not so yet on the NQ. Yeah, this is flowing really nice right now in the ES. Not just yet. Because I want to see what's going to happen here. There's going to be continuation or not. My overnight just ripped. Just ripped. And of course, this is ripping nicely too. Let me see how much more puff that's got. It's about to fizzle out in the next bar or two. And I'm late to that trade anyway, so. Wow, nice. So. Just go back to those fibs here, right here. Yeah, it's right at that 50% mark. It just can't seem to get itself above that. So anyway, I'm looking at this because I am contemplating taking a long on this. Way late though. But so I'm being very precautious because I'm late to the trade, late to the party. So I may stay out of this. And I do have a one contract long on the ES right now. Take a peek at the ES. Still holding well. And the overnight is holding off really good. Pretty damn good, actually. For you guys who like looking at P&Ls, here's my ES trade right now. On the ES. So, we'll deal with that later. I got to make sure I have no exit signals on the overnights for the ES. Nothing there. I may take a long on the this looks like this long is going to continue its march up, so hold on, let's see, where are we at here? Yeah, it's trending. This is definitely trending, so I will take a long
trade,
on one contract on the NQ. So I went ahead and took a one contract long on the NQ rather late. So, but this looks like it's trending right here. Normally when there's no deviation in the bars like this, that means you've got an upside trend. And it is trending to the upside right here. Late to the trade, I'll be honest with you. But here we go. I'll get out whenever this gives me the signal. Wow, my ES trade, wow. Good. Both my ES and NQ are now ripping higher. Very nice. Super. Let's see here. Fibs. Yeah, this is just completely ripping to the upside right there. Interesting. And let's look at these fibs over here. Yeah, it's completely ripped out of that zone. How about my auto fibs? Hit this 38 zone right there. Nice. Very nice. The upside here is still warranted. As it is here. And here as well. So yeah, this is definitely upside right now. So P&L check real quick. I've got that's my NQ right now. I'm up about $800 on that. And my ES, that's my ES right here. Okay, I'm up another $800 as well on the ES. So both trades are actually working out very nice. They're both working out very nice. And so, wow, yeah, NQ is like over $1,200 now, and the ES is like well, here's the ES, almost $900. So very nice, both trades, and I am going to let this bad boy run. So on the first overnight, we still have very good upside on that. We've had a long signal on this forever. This algo just completely filtered out the noise here, and boom, right there. So did this one. And we are still above the zero line, so that's really good. Now I'm up like $1,300 and another $1,000 on the ES. So not a bad afternoon. Much better than what I thought. And here's the other AI algo right here. And that's just, it's on it. Filtered out all the noise. Look at that. Wow, you talk about a good strategy that just completely eliminates noise right here. And boom. All right, so enough with that. And then this signal right here, beauty. Look at that. Absolute beauty. So, and the auto fibs shows that it's at the 38.2 line. I am testing this, guys. Please don't think anything of it other than the fact that he's testing it, because that's exactly what I'm doing with this. I put these Fibonacci's in there that automatically adjust going 12 days back. That's all this is right here. These, however, I manually adjust myself. And I don't have any, just have that right there. Okay. And in the overnight, yeah, we did get phase shift. Wow, super nice. And that's just up, up, up right there. Making sure we don't have any outliers. And we did have one here. And market just stalled, and then boom, it took off. And it's the ES overnight right here. Nothing. I got to keep an eye on these. Very important levels. And for the ES fibs, you know what? This doesn't make me feel comfortable right here. This area, because it's hit it before and it's come down. So I'm out of my ES, guys. See ya.
Trade.
Done. Out. I completely closed my ES position. Because every time it's hit this bar, it has always come down. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. And I'd rather take $1,000 than see it dwindle to nothing. So just made 1,000 on the ES. That was nice. So hasta la vista with that. And see where I'm at on the NQ right here. Wow, $1,400 already up. Nice. Let me check to see how much more this has got. It's got a little bit more. Perhaps 2 bars. Max. It's got a cross plus 1 bar right there. I'll just let that run. Actually, let me take a peek at the range bars real quick. Wow, look at this. Nice. Yeah, this is definitely running right now on a trend. Yep. And let's just put that there. The moment I get price deviation on this, which could be in the next minute, that will most likely be it for that little bit of upside right there. And I'll be very comfortable taking profits if that's the case. Oh wow, this is going to continue. Very nice. Quick P&L check for you guys who love watching P&L. I don't, but just for kicks and grins and seeing where I'm at. All right, $1,600 on one contract going up on this. So not bad. Yeehaw. Okay, yeehaw. All right, so let me just get back over here because this will kind of give me an idea of when I am to exit this trade. And this is flat. Flat normally means trending. Wow, good. All right, any type of deviation right here, I'm out of the trade. Generally, when this is flat like this, that means you are in a trending market. What happened with the Fibonacci's? Let me just take a look since I do have time. Wow. Yeah, even if this ends up hitting this, that's the end as well of the trade. Well, I'm up over $2,000 now on this. That was at 617 level right there. Yep, 617. All right, it's getting pretty darn close to that level right there. Let me see what is going on over here. Still going. Wow. Hope you guys got in that as well. Okay, 2200. Come on, got a little more gas. Let's go, baby. Very close to that. All right, I'm looking to exit this trade in very short order now. Let's take a peek at that 1 minute and see more granularity. Oh yeah, look at that. Boom. Smack the upside right there. And, you know, it may smack it one more time. And that may be it. And this has been going up. Right there. Very nice. All right, we got 1 more minute. Let me take a quick peek here. Wow, no real market instability at all in the trade. And wow, this thing is still running to the upside. Geez, look at this. Unreal. Yeah, you got more to go. Did this thing ever hit? I got pretty darn close right there. Pretty darn close to smacking that line right there. And we are still in that trade right there. Very nice long. Just caught it right at 2 p.m. Right when the news came out. Boom. It's crazy. Anyway, I had gotten out of this earlier, got back into it on this bar, and here I am. It's looking to me like this may have already topped out completely, but I still don't see any deviation here to completely call it a top. Yeah, take a quick peek here. Nothing on the market instability. It's going. But this didn't. This poof hit that and came back down. Ain't that great? Boom, that's where I got out. Right there on that. Okay, let's see. Where are we at here? Okay, well, one more minute. Let's take a peek here. Oh yeah, that's it. Done. Done for the upside right there, at least for me, guys. I am getting out of this trade with around 1,500 and change. So, see ya.
Trade.
Done. All right. So, very good trade as well. 15 and change on this. As soon as I saw this thing just clip like that, I'm like, that's it. It's going to start rolling down. And if there's any more upside left, good. Good luck to those who are still holding on. But as for me, that was it. I took my profits. I have very little tolerance for risk today. Should have taken it when it was up here, but it's okay. Hindsight's 20/20, right? But this will normally tell you that this upside is over right here. This little thing. It's trending when it's flat. and then as soon as it goes there, boom, that's it, the end. Now it's going to oscillate to the downside, and I just don't want to have to deal with any of that right now. So there we are. The algo signal, however, is still open right now. So that will close, though, soon. I can't tell you how soon because the line has not yet crossed the 0 line right now. So that's where we're at with this right here. All right, so very good profits between the ES and the NQ this afternoon. Excellent profits. Now, for you guys who, I took Monday off. Monday was a busy day during the morning. I had to run around, and I had all sorts of stuff to do on Monday. And then in the afternoon, I said, you know, I'm going to come here, and I sat down in the afternoon around, I guess it was 2 o'clock or so, and I put on this trade both on the ES and the NQ. So just screen captured it because I wanted to share it on TikTok, but didn't post it anywhere else. I'll give you a feel for the trade. All right, TikTok, let me just turn off the volume. So, all right, here's Valentine's Day, guys, right here. All right. Just gonna turn down the volume. All right, good. I took this bad boy down on Valentine's Day in the PM session. 5 contracts, 2 on the ES, and there you go. That was my afternoon while everyone else was out there buying flowers. I was sitting here trading, and that happened relatively quick in the afternoon. And as soon as this video ends, I just, boom, blew out of both trades. The end. All right, we got 1 more minute. All right, bar change, guys, and I want to see exactly where this is at as far as holy moly, it actually did not cross the 0 line. Wow. That means there's continuation. There's continuation to the upside right here. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting on this. Right there. Interesting. Yep. I think it's just going to roll down a little bit more before it actually goes back up, maybe. I don't know. So it seems to me, based off of this right here. And let's take a peek at the 1 minute. Yep, right there. Yeah. So this is still long. This is still long. This is still long, and it is above the 0 line. I took profits. That was it. And that is still long. And the Fibonacci's are still long, and it's telling me that it's going to be trending. Look at that. So not bad. Interested to see these Fibonacci's here. Wow. Wow, this was a really good trade. Sunk and boom. Wow. And that's kind of it for that. Let's take a quick peek here. Oh, yeah. Huh. So I'm on the sidelines right now, guys, after having done very well on both the NQ and the ES. And it's 2:48 in the afternoon. I'm just going to look at this and see if there are any other opportunities for entries that I think I may want to take between now and 3:30, and if I do, I'll announce those. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. I know you have many options when it comes to who to tune into during the course of the trade day, but I do appreciate you guys tuning into the channel and your support as well by giving the channel a like and subscribing too. So very much appreciate it, guys. I don't sell courses, I don't sell books, I don't sell seminars, I don't sell indicators or strategies. I really do this out of the love of the sport, and also because trading is a lonely sport. There's a lot of guys out there in different time zones right now who are, trying to figure out how to make money on the NQ, and so it's always nice to connect with like-minded people who share the same interests as I do in trading. So thank you again for being part of the group. Yeah, I told you guys, this thing's kind of fizzling out, man. Right there. Boom. Ouch. The end. and this will just do its little thing right there till you get a crossing right here, kind of like this, and then, you may have more upside. We'll see. Thank you, Lee. Appreciate the comment. I've had some really good ideas that have come from you. Putting the Fibonacci's has been one of them right there, and I'm still tweaking them to just like you said, it's an art as well as a science on how to tweak them and set them correctly. And so I'm still working on that, and so far so good. From what I can see. These are testers here, and I ran them 12 days back, and I'm still trying to make heads or tails as to whether or not they're set correctly. I need to spend more time, honestly, setting these and adjusting these to get them to adjust correctly. But these adjust automatically, which is nice in comparison to this here. But hey, guys, if you ever want to understand how Fibonacci's work and the various levels, and if you guys use NinjaTrader or TOS, Lee, who's in the chat box, is very good at plotting Fibonacci's, and he uses volume-based charts, which I thought were very interesting over on NinjaTrader to plot his Fibonacci's. So he's got a very unique approach in how he sets up his charts. He's been nice enough to post a few screenshots on the group for illustration purposes, and this is just to give everyone ideas. That there are different ways to set your system up. Your workspace, and his is a very unique way of doing it. And I went on NinjaTrader and tried to do that. It just didn't work for me because I use NinjaTrader, but it's only for execution, not for charting. It's a very nice setup. You guys ought to check it out. It's in the visuals, charts and visuals channel on the Discord server. So it's there for your illustration, guys. And that's just to give you ideas on how to better improve your setup when you're trading the Nasdaq 100. So thank you for sharing that, Lee, in the group. So guys, it looks to me that the ES, the way I have it here, all right, hang on a second, overnight here, right here, it's produced monster winners, and I've been working on this with the limited time I have. I have been tweaking it little by little, and it's been a slow grind, and that's because of the limitations of time, the constraints I have with time on a daily basis, and so this is most likely going to get integrated into the workspace arena that I have over here, and I'm going to be using this more often, and chances are I may be taking trades like I did today in the ES when I see good setups that warrant taking risk. So it's worked out so far. I made some adjustments to the code that actually improved the robustness of the signal, and it's worked out good today. Today was good both downside and upside. So that's all I've got to say about it. It's been a good strategy, and these have also been very helpful as well. I got rid of the overnight and just kind of went ahead and replotted it, and put this price volatility study on it here too. As far as the upside goes, this upside still going right there, guys. Still going. Let me see. What am I looking at? The ES right there. Yeah, does show a little bit more puff. So it looks to me like we are going back up again in terms of price. I think this thing just completed its oscillation. Yeah, we still have a little bit more to go to the upside. Let me just go back here so you guys can see what I'm looking at here. I don't mind taking upside again on this if this straightens itself up and does what it needs to warrant taking upside on this. Remember, you still have this that has not crossed the zero line to the downside, so you may have another run, very likely run to the upside, just for a blow off top. Yes, is way above the zero line still. No crossing here. And let's check the overnights. Nothing in the overnights right there. So I'd say good. Except I want this thing to straighten up. Okay, top of the hour in 3 minutes, guys. And bar change, 2. Right, couple of minutes. I'm very surprised to see the channel and how it's grown, guys. I went from like having 3 people as subscribers to over 80 people in the past 4 weeks alone, which my kid, who's 16 years old and understands YouTube a lot better than I do, says that that's very good progress in 4 weeks' time. So I'm looking forward to hitting the 100 mark. That's going to be nice. It's just a goal I have right there to see if I can hit 100 subscribers, and we'll see when that happens. I'll be happy to see that. I'm still a small fry though, comparing it to some of the other traders who have been on for years trading on YouTube, who have thousands of subscribers, you know. Alrighty, 3 p.m. and yeah, this looks like it might be fizzling out on the, did I get anything there? Nope. Oh, the 1 hour looks super strong on this. Alright, I will take, yeah, I am going to take a trade to the upside. So 1 contract.
Trade.
All right, I went back in, guys, with 1 contract. This looks like it has a continuation to the upside right here. A little more, just a little bit more. And And we are still above the 0 line as well, right there. So nothing here in the overnight to get out, nothing here to get out here, nothing here to get out here as well. Trade starting to fizzle a little bit to the upside, but it still has a little bit more to go. A little more to go, I think. And I think according to this here. Okay. See, flattened out right there, and boom, just took off again right there. This straightened itself back up. We'll see where it goes. And we are still here. So. But I am going to be cautious too on this trade. Three o'clock in the afternoon. Wow, this has been a huge winner today. Strategy alone right here. 66% winners all across the board. Not bad for its performance. All right, that long is working out decent. Past the 3 o'clock hour. Wow, is this trending again? Look at this. Right here. Wow, it is trending again. Interesting. Let me take a peek at the range bars. Ha! Wow, look at that. Wow, very nice trend to the upside, guys. Very nice trend. And I'm up another $1,000 on this. I kid you not. Let's see, right here. You guys would love to see P&L. Here you go. Where was I at? Oh, range bars right here. Very nice trend. Whenever this little white trace goes above the channel, that means you've just entered into trend mode right there. So you are in trend mode right now to the upside. And chances are, and you have a very good run right here. So, yeah. If this blue trace crosses the red line, then you're going to have pullbacks again. let's take a peek here. It's after, wow, it hit that zero line right there. That was the end of it. Wow, interesting. Anything close off on this right now? That's the ES. Nothing here. Nothing here in the overnight session, which has been a monster winner. Nothing here as well. This thing's just going up. And this thing just hit that hit that 61.8. Hit the 61.8 line, guys. And it's after 3 o'clock. I'm already up like $700 or so on this trade. And where was I at? Right here. Right here. Very, very, very nice trade. Boom. Gotta watch that right there. I do not have any instability spikes at all right now. If this ends up hitting the 640, the 647 target here, I'll be done for the day. If it hits the target and crosses right here. These crossings have been very accurate in determining pullbacks and things of that nature. Look. See that? Pow. As soon as it crossed, that was the last bar before it just went down, and right there just went up again. See that? I've still got a little bit to go right there before I pull the trigger on that. There it is. Got the crossing right there, and I am out of that trade, guys. Hasta la vista.
Trade.
Done. Made like $400 on that. Done. Out. And I am done for the day today. Completely. with very good profits all the way through. Yep. Smacked it right there too. Look at that. Boom. Done. That's it. Now we just need to see this close off whenever it does, and that's the end of that upside. It's just too close for comfort for me. I end up finishing everything at 3:30 in the afternoon, so it's 3:12 already. But overall, a very profitable morning, very profitable afternoon. Thank God, it's been a great day so far. I hope it's been for you guys as well. Oh yeah, one more minute for bar change. Hey Mac, welcome to the channel, and that's a great question. When it comes to stop losses, I handle those in one of two ways. It's either hard-coded into the strategy based on my maximum allowable loss per trade that I have set for myself based on my own risk tolerance, right? And that's a dollar figure. Or number two, depending on the strategy that I am using, I may not have it hard-coded into the strategy, depending if it's a standard algorithm or if it's an AI-driven algorithm. So there's a distinction there. On the standard algos, I do have my stops hard-coded in there. On my AI algos, I do not. It's just the way I programmed them. So on the AI algos, I make a mental stop as to what my maximum dollar loss would be per trade. I know what it is for myself, so I know when I feel the pinch, it's time to get out, it's time to get out. Then I've got my maximum allowable daily loss as well. So it's a per trade loss, that I don't want to exceed, a certain threshold for, a dollar figure. And then it's my daily maximum allowable loss. So, if I take if two trades go bad in a day and those add up to my maximum allowable loss, then the rule is I stop trading for the day. And that's how I go about setting my stop losses. All right, guys, let's see here. Nothing yet on this bad boy. It is trending. My goodness. Yes, 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 yes. You got more upside to this. More upside. 3:16 in the afternoon. I'm not taking any more trades today, just simply because I exit all trades at 3:30. That's just my protocol and how I trade. And I've had a long morning, and I'm frankly tired too. So that's the end for me. Now, let's look at the range bars here. Yeah, right there. Look at that. Pow. See what happens with this. Here's a little side note on stops as well, and I've said it before, but I'll mention it again because there are new subscribers in the channel. Guys, if you're trading the Nasdaq 100 futures, you can't set your stops too tight because you'll get stopped out all day. You'll lose more money with stop losses than you will with actual bad trades. If you are trading the regular Nasdaq 100 futures like this, the minis, not the micros, just the minis, if you place a 20-point stop, which is about $400 on one contract, you're going to get stopped out all day because sometimes the instrument has a habit of right when you place a trade, the trade, it has a habit of going against you, and it could go against you 20, sometimes 30, sometimes 35 points. And, and if it does that, then you're going to get stopped out. Guaranteed you are. Guaranteed. I've heard guys placing 10-point stops, 15-point stops, and they get stopped out all day. And you will lose a lot of money. More money in stops than you will in taking bad trades. So that's something to consider. But also, it boils down to your own risk tolerance, because some guys who aren't well funded can't handle a $400 drawdown. It's just too much. And if that's the case, then the Nasdaq may not be the right contract. It may not be the right fit for your risk tolerance, and you have to consider that when trading the instrument. So that's something important to know right there. A lot of people don't know that, and it does move against you a lot sometimes. Look, for example, I'll give you a very case in point right here, illustration. All right, this is an AI-powered algo right here, and the way I've programmed it is that it filters out a lot of noise a lot of times. So if you would have taken this signal here, this trade here, without looking at anything else, okay, you would have had a drawdown over here that almost will guarantee stop you out if you would have placed a stop on something like this, okay, only to see it run up in the direction that the signal had fired off. Right there, look at that, boom, it's running up, right? So you got to be careful, with placing stops. A lot of it has to do with your own personal risk tolerance and the instrument you're trading. So it all depends on those two things at the end of the day. So hope that helps them. Hope that helps and brings a little bit more clarity on stops. Yeah, sure thing, man. No problem. Anytime. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, just subscribe and like it as well. I do come on every day, Monday through Friday, 12:30 Eastern time. And I do this for the love of the sport. I'm not here to sell, like I've said before, I'm not here to sell courses, webinars, indicators, books, nothing. The only money I make is what I make in my trading every day. That's it, And I just enjoy having like-minded people in the group who appreciate, the art of trading, and specifically as it relates to the Nasdaq 100. And hopefully you guys can learn a thing or two in the process of watching this, where you can improve your own setup in what you do, and help you gain an edge as well in the marketplace. Yep, that's it. This strategy here, guys, has been going on just simply forever right here. And if I want to see it, if I want to reference it, I'll let you guys do the math on this. Okay, but this run here in the morning was from 6:07 all the way to 4:34. So you do the math on that. 6:07 to 4:34. I'll tell you how many points that thing just clocked in the morning. And of course, I'm not up this early trading, but I did take profits when the market did open. This was a no-brainer trade today, I'll tell you. This was a real easy trade to take for reasons I mentioned earlier in the podcast. This trade was a little bit more complicated because you had a drawdown right here. And so you had to be careful right here. And the way you caught this was by way of the higher time frames. Higher time frames were signaling down, and this algo just filtered all this noise out though. But anyway, here we go. 434, and it hasn't closed yet, and we're already over 600. So 434 minus 606. Another huge monster winner this afternoon. Hang on, I got a calculator here. 434 to 606, that's 172 points. Okay. That's what we do here. We print money.
I'm going to stop here. That was good.
Hey, that's cool. Trading the micros is not bad at all. The margin rates on those are really attractive. I think the margin on the micros are like $100 over an Ninja Trader, and $50 for the micro S&P 500 futures, which is extraordinary if you're trading the micros. Really, really good. Really good, especially if you're just starting out and you're trying to get your setup right. You're trying to get everything in place so that you could do well in the marketplace. Trading the micros is an excellent, excellent place to start right there. Really good. So far today, guys, we have had great performance across several of these strategies. We have had great performance in the overnight, which absolutely nailed the directional bias for the market in the daytime session. And that's the whole purpose of the overnight session right here. We had lower than average volume, average represented by the horizontal line right here. And the strategy right here just absolutely nailed the volume price relationship and said, yep, this thing's going to go up. And boom, right here, look, just it's been up since, since what, 10 a.m. right there. It's just been going up, 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 up. We had very good signals from this other AI strategy as well that I've got here, down, and it still has not closed the upside. AI strategy number 3, same thing right here, monster downside, And this one right here is the same one I've got right here. Okay, so that's still going up right there. So not bad as well. Here on this one with the Fibonacci's, this is also done extremely well too. And this is just running to the upside right there. I ended up getting out right here when it hit the 61.80 level, and I'm like, oh, I'm done for the day. I've had a good morning, good afternoon. That's it. Reduce risk, right? And then on this overnight, which is also I'm testing this one because it's also a directional mover too. This is also a monster run right here. I mean, just this one alone right here, it's been 100% accurate, and the P&L that it's got open right now is I don't know what happened to it right here. Right here. It's also a huge winner too. It still has that buy signal right there to the upside. So very nice to see that. This one right here gave me some good trades, and then it kind of busted right here on this one right here. And I'm still playing around with it. The other overnight right here for the ES. The ES has also been an enormous winner too, right there. So this has also performed reasonably well as well, right there. And yeah, the Fibonacci's right here. Boom. So let's see that right there. Yeah, wow. Pretty amazing just to see how the ES ran up today. So overall, guys, it was a fantastic day trading the Nasdaq as well as the ES futures. Yeah, I do trade the 15-minute time frame because the strategies are all designed to run on the 15-minute time frame. I do have another strategy that actually runs on a market instability chart here off of the 10-minute. And let me see. Hang on a sec. We just got a signal there that this might be going down. Just look at something real quick. Interesting, right there. So this is the only other chart where I do run a strategy that runs off of a 10-minute, but this is a highly customized chart that's got some other things in the background, and also the strategy is highly customized to run on this chart specifically, where it detects variations between the relationship of price and volatility right here. So that's what I've got, and most of the trades will be monitored with the 5-minute here, and you've got an algorithm here, you've got another one here, right here, and these basically capture the turning points in the cycle that you're in right there. And of course, I'll use the 1 minute just to kind of look and see what granularity is like right there, but that's most everything's here on the 15-minute, and this bad boy is still running, guys. Well, that's what I've got for you today, and hope everyone had a fabulous, profitable afternoon. I am done, guys, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern Time for another session, another fantastic session trading the Nasdaq 100 futures. Hope you guys have a profitable rest of the afternoon, and happy trading, guys. Thanks again for being part of the group today.